Saturday morning, thousands of West Texans woke up to destruction.
You know, there's about a 50-pound stump that was up against my house, but luckily it didn't go through that window.
High winds, heavy rain, softball-sized hail, lightning, and tornadoes all ripped through communities and left a mark. Many are still left without electricity and cleaning up a mess at their businesses and homes, while some woke up to no home at all.
She felt something, she opened her eyes, she could see the sky. She said she couldn't scream.
But we are no stranger to Mother Nature's power. We've faced her wrath before. Unrepairable damage, homes lost, and even lives lost. We can't always count on Mother Nature, but we can always count on each other.
Luckily, neighbors are real tight around here.
No matter the city, county, or town we live in, the school, culture, or beliefs we represent, we are neighbors.
It's gonna be a lot of work. We'll all be working together.
And no matter what strong storms or destruction we face, we are stronger. So tonight, on this Fox West Texas special, we are live on the road in one of the communities hit the hardest. For the next hour, we will be sharing your stories and updating you on the coverage that means most. This is Fox West Texas, after the storm.
Ballinger wasn't the only location that was impacted by these storms in West Texas. However, it was one of those communities hit the hardest.
We have been talking about how difficult this process has been, the cleanup process that is, not just for the residents here in Ballinger, but for communities all across West Texas. And of course, one of the other tornadoes that I made mention of this on our Facebook live feed was a confirmed now, possibly either high-end EF2 tornado with winds about 86 to 109 to 110 miles per hour that touched down in Tankersley. That, of course, is in Tom Green County. But one other area in particular that was impacted was the Bradford area.
Right. Our Monica Coleman was out there earlier today. Now, guys, she was out shooting footage of what they thought the storm was over. And right away, it started picking up again. And quickly, there was police and people in the neighborhood telling her they needed to get inside. So she was actually, there was a family that brought her inside their home. She ended up sitting in their bathtub with their kids, trying to keep out of the storm and harm's way. She has the story of everything that was happening in one of those other communities that was hit with this storm. Those sights and sounds I wanted to bring up because I've been in Ballinger 3 times in the last few weeks. Even though this was a tragedy that happened to this town today, what you just saw proves and shows what these small communities are all about. These people come together to help each other. They know each other. It's small enough that you live here and you support each other. This is one of those people who was impacted greatly. This is Julie Wilson. She lives in this home behind me. She was standing in her kitchen, and before she knew it, she was holding on to her oven for life. Can you just talk about the before, during, and after emotions?
Well, I mean, we were just aware that there was a storm in the area. We were up drinking coffee on the front porch, enjoying the rain. It seemed like the weather was getting more severe and got a tornado alert and knew it was in the wakey coming from Rowena to Ballinger. Eventually heard it, and my husband and I were working our way to the back of the house. He was ahead of me, and about the time I got halfway through the hall, that's when the front wall caved in, pushed me into the kitchen, and I was, like I said, holding onto the stove because I saw the roof go over my head. But just, it was surreal. It's still surreal. Very thankful that I'm alive because I know somebody was with me this morning, and just real appreciative of our community.
I just want you to take a moment and turn and look at that house and what goes through your head.
It's unbelievable. Like I said, I don't think it's really sunk in yet. We've just been in cleanup mode and gathering mode and trying to get our wits about us, but just really thankful, just really blessed. I know it's a tragedy, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
You had a tough time this morning, and we're very glad that you made it out safely. And in the meantime, as we have said, there's so many people out here that are helping their neighbors, and it wouldn't be possible without them. We have Aiden, Manny, and Madison. They have been driving around in these golf carts, giving food and water to the community. I just want to say thank you guys very much. Is there anything you guys want to say?
We're just blessed to be alive and that everyone's all right. So
We're absolutely blessed that, first of all, that our homes didn't get as destroyed, but that the people whose homes did get destroyed, that they're perfectly fine and they're alive and healthy.
All right, real fast.
We're just happy that some of these people have homes to go to, and it's unfortunate that a lot of these people on the street really don't.
Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate everything that you're doing. This means a lot for the future generations. We have to toss a break. We'll be right back.
Hey there, guys. Welcome back. We continue and wrapping up our live coverage here in Ballinger. I want to get right to it because while the forecast, the rest of today, nice. Tomorrow, fantastic. Things do change by the time we get to Monday. Here's the latest outlook by the Storm Prediction Center, having us on a 1, 2, 3, and 4 level of chances for showers and thunderstorms again. We're watching this one carefully, guys. It could be another outbreak for us here in West Texas. So it's good to reiterate, if you can, between now and tomorrow, get as much debris picked up as you can so that stuff's not flying around come Monday afternoon.
Absolutely. We're going to close this up right now. It's been an amazing show out here. We really appreciate everyone who's let us come out here and park in front of their homes, really to share their stories. That was our goal today, is to share your stories. And more importantly, in my heart, is to share that, we can't always control Mother Nature, but we can control and be there for each other. And West Texas towns prove that more than anyone. And it's just so incredible to see. We've all experienced it ourselves, is the helping hands that everyone has here for their neighbors. And just really appreciate it because no matter what strong storms we face, we are always stronger, and we will always be there for each other after the storm.
And a huge shout out to those first responders, Dax.
Yeah, big time. And from what I saw, like right when I got here, it was a very dark day for this community, but their spirit shined extremely bright.
Yeah.
And I can't say anything better for the city manager, Officer Torres. They all came together, did such a great work, and this community will rebuild and be stronger than ever.
We've seen it time and time again. I have no doubt they'll be able to do that. Quick reminder, for any of the stories that we covered today, they're on our Facebook page too, including a look at those drop-off locations. They're very specific, guys. Don't put your debris in the middle of the street.
Yep, and we'll have those power outage updates on what times you can expect your power to be back on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.